the value that you are going to put within the parenthesis of this putchar function 65 is an ASCII integer value of the character English capital letter alphabet A. Hence, if you have to use this function to output the character value A, then you have to use this function according to the syntax presented on the board here. You can either pass a character constant value to this function, or you can write a character variable name. You all know that in C, character data has been implemented as an integer value. It relates to ASCII table in which every character has been defined some specific integer value. So, suppose you are going to produce an output as English capital letter A, then you can use the putchar function according to the syntax presented here on the board, like by writing the statement in the program putchar you can write here the character constant data. You all know that character constant value is represented within single quotation mark in the program, or if A has been stored in some character type variable. Suppose you have declared a character type variable in the program ch, and ch stores the value like A, then you can also use putchar function to output the character value A stored in character memory ch, and you will write the putchar function according to the syntax presented on the board here, like or even you can use putchar function to produce the character type output by writing the statement in the program like this. All the statements including this and this is going to produce output as English capital letter A. Hence, you can write or you can call putchar function in different format to produce character type output on the execution screen. Another function that I am going to discuss now is getAs function. The declaration syntax of this function starts with the return type int asterisk. Int asterisk is the return type of this function here, and it represents that this function returns an address of integer type memory. You all know that every address is of integer type. It does not matter that which type of memory you are creating in the program. You are creating character type memory or float type memory or int type memory or some other type of memory. The address of the memory is always an integer quantity. So, the return type of the getAs function is int asterisk. This means that this function returns the integer type address. Now, the proper name of the function is getAs. getAs. Gets is not a legal pronunciation. It is related to English subject. You can pronounce this word as gets. But while you are learning or you are programming in C, you have to spell the name of the function as getS. This name has been made by combining two English words, get string, but the proper name of this function is getS. Hence, the task of this function is to store a string type value in string memory. In C, string type memory is created by using character type single dimensional array, and the declaration of string memory is written in the program as the declaration statement to declare the string type memory is written in the program as I have written here on the board. A string type memory is created by using character single dimensional array variable, and here the name of the string memory is S. And you also know that the name of the array variable is a pointer to its first element, and getS function returns the address of the string memory in which you have successfully stored the sequence of characters forming the string that has been stored in the string memory. Now, within the parenthesis of this function, I have written a parameter. The parameter declaration starts with the char data type, and it includes asterisk, the reference operator. This means S is a pointer of type character. S is a pointer of type character, and the name of the array memory is a pointer to its first element. Hence, you can pass the name of the character array variable, to getS function, so that it can store the sequence of character into a specified memory that you have written here as char asterisk S. When you will be using this function, you have to follow the syntax to call this function that I am going to write here on the board. The syntax that you have to follow to call getS function is character single dimensional array variable name is also referred as string variable name. Hence, when you are going to use getS function to store a string value in string memory, you have to follow the syntax to call getS function that I have currently put on the board here, and the calling statement according to this syntax, so that you can store a string value in this declared memory looks like hence, while executing this statement from your C language program, the compiler will prompt you at the execution string to type the sequence of character, and when you will be pressing enter key, the sequence of character typed by you before pressing enter key will be stored in respective memory that belongs to the variable name S, starting from its 0 index and until the length of the string that is formed by the sequence of character that you have typed during the execution of the program and during the execution of getS function. Now, the next function that I am going to discuss here is getters function. If successfully executed, then it returns the address of the memory in which the string value has been stored. But if the execution of this function fails, the EOF address is returned by this function. The return value of this function is not required to be used in the program, but if any program asks you to tell about the return value of this function, then you have to store the return value in an integer type pointer variable. The next function that I am going to discuss is this function is used to output a string on execution screen. The declaration syntax of this function starts with int. It returns an integer type value. Getters function, on the other hand, returns an integer type address, but puts function returns an integer type value. The proper name of the function is puts. Puts name has been created by combining two English words, put and s. Hence, the task of the function is to output the string value. In the parenthesis of this declaration syntax, I have written here a parameter declaration. This parameter declaration starts with the word const. And the type of the argument that you have to pass to this function is a character type pointer. This means you have to pass an array of character, or you have to pass a string to this function. Whatever the string you are passing to this function is stored in this parameter, and the value of this parameter is displayed as an output. Now, if you are going to call this function to display this string on your execution screen, you have to follow a syntax to call this function, and this syntax I am going to put here on the board. The syntax that is required to call this function looks like this, and when you are going to use this function to output a string value in the program, you have to follow this syntax to make a call for this function. And suppose you are going to display your college name by using this function, then according to the syntax you have to make a call of this function like when you are going to display your college name by using puts function, you have to make a call of this function like this statement that I have put on the board here. Suppose you are going to display the string value that has been stored by using any of the input function that can input a string value in the string memory. Here on the board I have declared a string memory by using the declaration of character single dimensional array variable, and suppose in this memory we have input a string value by using getS function, then we can use putS function to display the string value stored in the string memory S, and hence we have to write the calling statement according to the syntax presented on the board here, and the statement to display the value of S should be written according to this statement that I have put on the board here. This will cause the compiler to display the value stored by using getS function at the execution speed. And putS function, when executes, it adds a new line character in the end of the string produced as an output on the execution speed. This means that the cursor will appear on the next line of the output line in which the string value has been displayed by using putS function. PutS function returns an integer type of value, and when putS function successfully executes, it returns the total number of characters printed to produce a string output. If this function fails while execution, then it returns the value 0. The next function that I am going to discuss here on this video lecture is the declaration syntax of this function starts with int. This is the return type of this function. I will teach you what this int return type belongs to. The name of the proper name of the function is scanf. Scanf word has been created by using two words, scan and function. These are the two English words, scan and function, that has been used to create the proper name of this function. In this proper name of this function, no blank spaces should be typed by you between the characters of the name of the function. And in the parameter, I have used dot. This means a scanf function accepts varying length of arguments, and all the arguments except the first argument of this function should be an address. All arguments to this function except the first argument should be an address of the memory in which you have to store the input value, but when you are using a scanf function in the program to take input from the user. So, the first argument refers to a string, to a constant string, and this constant string specifies the format specifier or conversion string or format string. The format string in C has been defined by using percentage and some other character. There are a number of format strings defined in C, and these format strings tells the functions like scanf and printer to take input and to produce output for the specified type of data in the program. This means that if you have to take input of a character type value, then you have to specify the relevant format string within the parenthesis of a scanf function, and when you have to produce output by using printf function, then you have to specify the specified format string that is required to produce a character type of output in the program. Hence, you have to pass a conversion string as the first argument to this function. You can combine a number of format strings together that will tell about the total number of input data and the type of each data being input by using the scanf function. Now,